Welcome to connecting to third-party websites in Cadcorp SIS WebMap. In this demonstration, I'm going to show you some examples of how you can bring content together by establishing links between your GIS data and third-party websites. The key to creating your links between your GIS data and a third-party website is to understand the structure of the website URL. This will involve understanding where the unique value appears in the URL, so the user is accessing the information they need. Once you've figured this out, you can then create the hyperlink in SIS Desktop and then publish to WebMap with your data. This is Cadcorp SIS WebMap, and I have a couple of layers to show you some examples. In my first example, I've downloaded listed building data from the Historic England website. And if I were to interrogate one of these listed buildings to view its attribute information, each listed building has this list entry value. And this is the unique identifier in this dataset. This has allowed me to create a hyperlink to the online record so that I can view more information about this listed building. And if I focus on the URL for this example, we can see the unique identifier at the end. Let's return back to WebMap and I'll show you my second example. So in this example, I've downloaded the National Public Transport Access Nodes data, or NAPTAN for short, from a government website. And we are specifically looking at bus stop data here. And if I interrogate one of these bus stops on the map, each bus stop has its own code. And this has allowed me to create a hyperlink to a travel information website, so I can see when the next buses are due and where they're going to from this bus stop. Let's return back to WebMap and let me show you another example. So in this final example, I've downloaded schools data from the data.gov.uk website. And if I were to interrogate one of these schools to view the attribute information, we can see the unique national number for this school. And with that number, I've been able to create a number of hyperlinks to government websites so I can view published information about the schools from a central source. Now the first example takes me to the Ofsted website, where I can see the latest report and see what the current Ofsted rating is for the school. In my second example, I can view school performance data on a central government website, so I can see how pupils are progressing with their reading, writing, and maths. Or in WebMap, you can have hyperlinks to files such as PDFs, Word documents, images, or spreadsheets. And this hyperlink allows me to download detailed data about the school from a central government website, so I can view information such as the number of boys and number of girls that are enrolled within this school. And finally, not only can you link to a website for information, but you can also add additional spatial references to your data as well. And in this example, it might be a street view link so that I can view the location of this school on the ground so I can understand where the school entrance is. So the examples I've just shown complement the data well and allows the end user to go and get further information elsewhere. These links to other resources can also be incorporated into the local knowledge web service in WebMap, and they can also be used in the Cadcorp Noticeboard product as well. Local knowledge is a web service that can provide analysis or information at a single click. The administrator can set up a number of predefined queries to commonly asked questions, and local knowledge is used to present the results of these queries to the user in a friendly way. Now, when I run local knowledge, it takes the coordinates of the center of the map and presents me the results. And in my local knowledge, I've got two examples to show you. The NHS and Highways England websites provide results to the end user from a postcode search. And I can replicate these search results in Cadcorp SIS, so when local knowledge is run, the user can hit the hyperlink provided in the results of my local knowledge, and it will take them to the postcode results on the respective websites. So on my first example, we can see which postcode we are in. And if I click the link to the GP services, we can see the results of the nearest GP services from this postcode on the NHS website. And if we look at the URL, we can see the inclusion of the postcode in the search results URL, and we can also see that we are looking at the Find a GP service. Let's return back to WebMap. And if I click on the second example here for our dentist services, we can find the nearest dentist from this postcode. And if we look at the URL, we have the postcode, and we also have the reference to the Find a Dentist service. The Highways England example works in the same manner. This time we can find information about roadworks or current road conditions near this postcode. The structure of the URL has many parameters that you can play with in this example, and all of these options in this search dialog have parameters in the URL, so you can customize the URL to your own preferences. And in the background to WebMap, I'm using the Ordnance Survey code point dataset to find the postcode in the map. You can use this approach to connect to any website where a postcode is used to search for information, and the structure of the URL is exposed so that you can replicate the URLs in Cadcorp SIS. This concludes my overview of showing different examples for connecting to third-party websites. If you require any further assistance with Cadcorp SIS products, you can go to the Cadcorp online help or contact us by email or telephone.